today's video. I'm so excited to show you how to make this gorgeous crochet bikini. The color is just too fabulous for words. Funny story, I actually made this top about a year ago and I posted it on Pinterest, and I've had so many people asking me to make this pattern, so I was like, maybe it's about time. What you'll need is a ball of yarn. Here's an up close of the details. This is DK, well, the weight of the yarn is DK, and then I'm using the Kismet ratio yarn, and then you'll need a 2.5mm crochet hook. So we're gonna start by making a slip knot, and then we're gonna chain 4, and then go into that first chain that we did with a slip stitch. Then we're gonna chain 1, 2, and then we're gonna make 2 joint double crochets. So that's yarn through, then catch and pull through, yarn around, through, catch, pull through, and yarn around, and then pull through, and then pull through all 3. Okay, well the pattern is 3, but because this chain 2, we did this chain 2, it counts as 1, and I tried to join it up. So now we're gonna chain 2, and we're gonna do a cluster of 3 joint double crochets. 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then do another cluster of 3 joint double crochets. And now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to join into that chain with a slip stitch. Okay, so now we're going to start row 2. So we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to go into that chain 1 with 2 double crochets, not chain, that cluster. So you can see there's like literally only 1 stitch you can work into, and then you can see where that chain 2 is here. We're going to work an increase, so that means we do 3 joint double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and go back into the same gap with 3 joint double crochets, 2, 3. Then you chain 1, and then where that other gap is, that other 3 joint double crochets, there's literally only 1 stitch there, so you do 2, 1, 2 double crochets into that stitch. And why we're doing 2 double crochets, because this is going to create the side. So where we increase, we're making the corners, and where we work 2 double crochets, we work the side. Okay, and then now we're doing another corner, so we're doing 3 joint double crochets, chain 2, and then another group of 3 joint double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And then you see that stitch directly next to the increase, that's where you do your 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Got 2 corners, and now we just need to make our last corner. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and make 3 joint double crochet. So for this one you do only 2, and you pull it through, and then you join to the chain 2 with a slip stitch. Okay, so you can see we're starting to get the triangle now. Now we chain 1, 2, and we work a single, well, 1 double crochet into that stitch, 1 double crochet into that stitch, and then the stitch just before the increase, that's where you do your 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then you do your corner. So we do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then that stitch directly next to it, you do your 2 double crochets. So either side of your increase, that's where you'll make your 2 double crochets, and then on the sides, well, for the sides you just work your double crochets, 1, 2, then into the next stitch, then again we add that stitch right before our increase, so we go 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then in that gap there you increase where we increased in the previous round. So 3 joint double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 joint double crochets again into the same gap, and then the stitch directly next to it where you've just increased. So basically the stitch from the previous round where you increase, you do 2 double crochets, and then you continue working one, 2, and then we are at that stitch just before the increase, and then now you increase 1, 2, chain 2, and then we go into that next stitch with 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Then you join with a slip stitch. And then you basically just repeat this pattern until your cup is the desired size. So here we're working into that gap just before the increase, and then 1, 2, 3, pull through, chain. I'm actually going to chain 3 because I observed that it's curling at the corners, so yeah. Okay, and then that stitch directly next to the increase. So the stitch directly before and after the increase you do 2 double crochets. And then you just continue with the sides. And I'll meet you once the cup is finished, because you just continue on this pattern to make the bikini top, because you can see the triangle is there. I'll show you with the other triangle, it's pretty much there too, so you can see like so, but I only weave it away a little bit so I don't cut the yarn too close to too close to the knot so it doesn't unravel, you know. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this on the side and we are gonna work our strap into. So now we made a slip stitch. I'm gonna put your needle through the stitch, catch the yarn, and then pull the slip stitch through. And I don't know if you can see, so you have a front loop and a back loop. You put the front loop around your needle and the back loop you catch like you're doing a single crochet. Yarn around, pull through, yarn around, pull through. So you're going to want to do as many of these as you want until you get your desired length of strap. So I'll meet you once we've completed this. And then obviously you're going to want to do this on the other cup as well. So, and then once your yarn has run out, you're just going to pull it through, and then I'm going to cut the other strand, and then I'm going to just like make a little knot. And then once you've done the knot, you can just like cut a little bit shorter. Leave a lot of yarn, because you'd rather be safe than sorry, like, and then not have enough, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a slip knot like we did for the strap, and then like you have your two loops, yarn around the front, yarn around the back, and then you just make this as long as you want. So that's how you make the strap. But it's just, I'll show you in slow motion, yarn around, through. But if you want to just speed it up, you just... Once you have finished your strap, you can cut off the yarn and then make a knot. I just double knotted it to be extra secure, and then I cut off the strands closer to the knot. And then I'll cut off the yarn closer to, but not too close so it unravels. Okay, so now what we need to do is have our cups. I just wanted to say, can you see that's the wrong way around? There's a wrong way and there's a right way. And I just want to make that quite clear. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your cups and you're going to start in the corner, and then you're going to weave your way through every stitch, like under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and you know how it goes. And then for the corner you have to go over the cluster. Then you have to take your yarn and, well, not your yarn, your string, and you're gonna catch it, not on the edge where you tied the knot, the opposite edge, and you're just gonna pull it through. So it's super simple to get the cup onto this, to the chain, and then we're just gonna do that for the next one, and I'll meet you once we're there.